Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gringo Trucker Show. My name is Matthew Goose Gossett, as I'm hoping you know by now. My friends call me Goose, so I kind of expect you guys to as well. We're coming to you live from Hialeah, especially for the first section of this show. I have a very special, let's say, engagement coming up in the second half of the show. Normally we do two topics here. The second topic was actually a very fortunate series of events that led up to me meeting someone very interesting, and I never thought it would actually happen that way. So I'll explain that to you a little later on in the show. The first topic, though, we're going to talk about, it's kind of getting a little repetitive here on the Gringo Trucker Show, and it's the weekly increase in diesel prices. So we're going to talk about that first. We have a pretty cool and exciting interview in between. Today's going to be a great show, so stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, welcome back to the Gringo Trucker Show. Let's talk about something that is really getting annoying to a lot of Americans, and especially us truck drivers, and that is the cost of diesel gas. It keeps going up and up, and we see no end in sight. They continue to rise, reaching $4.40, just to call it $4.48 a gallon for the national average. Man, that puts a hurting on our wallets. The Energy Information Administration released on August 28th, this marks the sixth consecutive week of price increases, like 6 weeks in a row. And it leaves diesel just only 64 cents cheaper than last year. It's increased in all 10 regions surveyed by the EIA, ranging from 17.9 cents a gallon in the West Coast to almost $2 or 2 cents a gallon, I apologize, in New England. So over the past 6 weeks, diesel has increased a total of 67 cents a gallon, with the last time being this expensive was the first week in February. So what's affecting the gas prices still? Like what's going on here? Well, the good news, according to experts, the average is supposed to even out to $3.63 a gallon for the rest of the year 2023. Personally, I don't see it. Even that, though, the 363 is higher than previous forecasts due to higher crude oil prices and an actual refinery outage. This outage occurred at a fire at a Marathon Petroleum's refinery complex in Garyville, Louisiana. It's still under investigation on what happened there as far as that goes, but that caused a spike in diesel prices. The conclusion, and it's hard for me to really put a cap on this article. This keeps going. It's steadily increasing. We're going to have a cold winter. We have things such as the hurricanes coming through. There's been several in the Atlantic forming, a couple in the Gulf, and these things all increase demand and cause problems, throughout the entire United States. We're worried about a cold winter coming, and just imagine what happens. That it could easily get up to almost $5 a gallon. Factors like heating oil demand in the Northeast, domestic oil production, all these things contribute to this problem that persists. So now I'm going to get on my soapbox for a minute and tell you, this is in direct correlation to President Biden's mismanagement and his misguided energy policies. I mean, this guy, the first thing he did was discourage domestic oil production, and that's only exacerbated the problem and left, us Americans paying this high price. I mean, it's clear that his focus on climate change and renewable energy comes at an expense of hardworking Americans who rely on affordable gasoline to go back and forth to work. Blaming the oil companies that's this guy's coup d'etat. This guy's go-to moves to blame anybody and everybody else other than his own policies. But this guy blames the oil companies for gouging the prices, but he seems to fail to understand that he was given very good gas prices on a silver platter, and he needed to do nothing but maintain. But this guy couldn't do it. He's got this ideological agenda. His failure to prioritize the needs of American people. It's really ridiculous. I mean, it's time for a change in leadership that's going to put the interest of American workers, American families first. We had that with President Trump. Everybody was paying a lot less for everything than they are right now. In fact, Lewis, you have a couple of interesting memes that to show. Let's look at those. Come on. Everybody's going to be wearing Heelys pretty soon. Let's put those wheels on there and just start gliding to work. Yeah, once gas hits $5, it's coming. It's coming, and unfortunately, it's coming fast. What else you got there, Lewis? Show me. This is too funny. I've seen this a couple of places too. Me selling gas for $20 a bag, 6 for $100. Look, what a deal! What a deal! Show me another one. Give me another one. And look, and this is so funny because this not just relates to gas. This is, I'm sure you guys are hearing COVID's back. People are returning to normal. It's time to start wearing masks again, mandate masks again. But then again, that goes hand in hand with the election term coming up. I think you got one more. Show me the woman. There you go. Good old Napoleon Dynamite pulling his buddy behind. That's how we're going to be taking the kids to school pretty soon. $5 a gallon. But in all honesty, and jokes aside, this is a serious problem, and this is causing our basically the heartbeat of America to slow down. Everything has gotten more expensive. It's a lot of the issue is due to these higher gas prices, especially the diesel prices that America relies on to move their products back and forth, from the ports to the stores to anywhere else. And it's gotten ridiculous, and something's got to be done. Something's got to be done, and it needs to be done soon, or else by the end of this year, God forbid we have a very cold winter. I mean, God forbid, it's going to be $5 a gallon for diesel. I don't know how we're going to maintain that. I don't know how we're going to keep up with what's going on, but something needs to change, and it needs to change soon. So there's that bit of bad news. But we're going to switch topics because I like to thank our sponsors here on this show. And right now we have something called the Zegamex. This is from Zega USA. You guys see me do this every show, and I love it. It's beastly. It's manly. And I unscrew it just like I do everything. Just like I do every show. It's incredibly made. It's anodized, and it's the one of the best things on the market, I think, in my opinion, for helping truckers keep tabs on their gasoline. It's an anti-siphoning device, which will keep thieves from stealing your gas, especially with the diesel prices being the way they are. And it also reduces spillage, which, sometimes can waste money as well. So you guys should pick up one of these things. Cornetazo 10, the gringo got it down. If you mention Cornetazo 10, when ordering this product, you're going to get a 10% discount, and you can order it through Top Tracking Systems, which is our next sponsor. They're the sole distributors of this in South Florida. Top Tracking Systems. I mean, what can I say? I go on the trucking boards quite often, and especially on Facebook, and you see everybody's asking, what's the best ELD to use? What's the best, GPS system to use? And I'm so eager and so quick to type in toptrackingsystem.com. And the reason being, I see all the complaints about Verizon, Samsara, and a couple of the other ones. I see all the complaints about them. And Top Tracking Systems offers you a key 3. And when I say key 3, the first point that we offer you that's going to blow your mind, lower cost. Like, why would you pay so much more money, sometimes double the money for the same type of product. It makes no sense. Number two, we have 24/7 bilingual customer service. Can anybody else say that? Because that's one of the number one complaints is customer service and how long they have to wait on the telephone to get somebody to actually help them. Ours is 24/7, bilingual, and your wait times are significantly reduced. And we're very, very proud of that. We've worked hard to build that service support system. And then number three is no contracts. Again, we're confident that you're going to like Top Tracking System. There's no need to lock you into a year, 2-year contract. Try it for yourself, see what we're talking about. But go to toptrackingsystem.com. 305-934-3454 is the telephone number. And they'll be happy to help you out over there, get you set up. They have free classes. They'll teach you how to use the system, and they'll make sure that you have excellent working knowledge before you leave our facility. So thank you to those two people. We got more coming up later. Right now, we have an interview from a very nice young lady at one of the pilot truck stops that we frequent a lot to go get some opinions. So do me a favor and show me that interview if you would.
Where are you from?
I am originally from Long Beach, California, but I have a home in Alabama, Town Creek. But I work for Trans United, and we do specialize in heavy haul loads.
Yeah, but you are beautiful woman.
Thank you.
How is the life for the woman on the road?
It's exciting. It's dangerous, but I love danger. So that's why I do this, because it's a thrill when I have big loads and oversized loads.
Oversized load?
Yes. I always have oversized loads.
What do you think about the men, the trucker that think that the woman can do it?
I don't pay them no attention because I love what I do. So when you love what you do, this is not a job. It's more of a, like this is my playground. My trailer and what I do, this is my playground. And I love attention, so.
What is the magic for maintain the family and the work? How many time do you spend on the road? How many time with your family?
I have a home. I have 18 acres and a home in Alabama, but I actually be on the road all the time. I go home. There's no money to make at home, so I don't go home. And my daughter is grown, and my husband, he good. He do local at the home, but he don't like being over the road. So.
And what are you saying? What your daughters think?
What are my daughter? My daughter is in trucking too. She worked for JB Hunt.
Is it trucker too?
My daughter is in California, Long Beach, California.
Mother and daughter are truckers?
Yes, my daughter does trucking. My husband, daughter, she does trucking. That's Marcadia, and we all do trucking. My husband, he does trucking, but he does local. And my daughter, Rakaya Salinas, she does trucking in Long Beach, California, and she has 2 kids, but she go home every day. So
she's trucker for you?
No, she trucks for JB Hunt.
No, but for you, for your steps?
Yeah, she follow my footsteps. Yeah. All my girls follow my footsteps because I actually got it. My father was a truck driver, so.
Are you an operator or you work for the company?
I work for Trans United, and they're a real good company. They're real small, and they actually look out for their drivers. They real friendly. You know, it's like a family thing.
What are you seeing that are the big problem for truckers in U.S. right now?
The problem is that a lot of women is scared to actually get into it. The problem is that a lot of people think that women can't do that. That's the only thing. And then with being out here on the road, we need more. It shouldn't cost to park. It shouldn't cost us to be out here parking. That's one thing. And it's always cost for a lot of things out here that it shouldn't be costly for. A lot of this stuff should be actually free for us truck drivers because we moving everything for everybody. So I just think that when they charge us to actually park our truck, then that's the problem. That's what we always having a problem at. And they need to make more space and more room for us.
Look, this is for a Spanish show for trucker, but we are in our platform one TV show in English. And can I get your phone and another guy call and you talk with him in your road, maybe together with your daughter?
I'll give you my number and everything. Yeah, my daughter, because like I said, her last name is Salinas. Her father, Robert Salinas. So they all Hispanic, so it's cool though. But she loves it, and you know. And I would, keep in touch with you guys and give y'all my phone number and information. So I'm on Facebook, so y'all can find me, Janice Turner. So, and like I said, this is easy. You call, if you want to do it, then you could do it. If you don't want to do it, then you ain't gonna do it. But it's fun to me.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
What a delightful interview. That was super sweet. She seems like such a super sweet person. Oh, did you see the smile? She had a smile the entire interview. That was awesome. Janice, if I hope I'm saying that correctly. If not, I know you're going to correct me, because in a couple of weeks, a couple of shows, we're going to actually have her on with her daughter. We're going to actually do an interview. But listen to what she said. That's a family business. That trucking is in her blood. Her father, her husband, her daughter. She has 18 acres in Alabama and never goes home because there's no money to be made at home. That's pretty funny. That was a pretty funny statement, but I applaud her. I mean, I salute her and the entire family. I mean, she got her daughters interested. Her stepdaughter was interested. They're all trucking. What a great family, man. What a great family. And she's 100% right. If you guys have followed me or followed the show for the last few weeks, every interview that we've had mentions parking as a problem. And Janice is no different. So she complains that they have to pay for parking, and there's not enough space. So hopefully, more people are going to start listening to what these truckers have to say and start doing something about it. I know that certain legislation has been put into place to try to alleviate some of these problems with the parking. So hopefully some of that stuff can get done sooner rather than later, so that we don't have to worry about super sweet folks like Janice finding a place to park or even paying for a place to park. Like she said, she's the lifeblood of America. She's bringing everybody's products here and there and everywhere. Like that should be just a given service that we should provide for her and for all truckers, in my personal opinion, which is what this show's about. So thank you, Janice. I look forward to talking to you in a couple of weeks or a couple of shows. And yeah, man, we'll have a very good segment about the life and times of a woman trucker on the road. I love to hear about it, and I can't wait to talk to you. So with that being said, we're going to go on to our next sponsors of the show. Excuse me. And that's going to be Elite Carrier Services of Miami and Elite Insurance and Beyond. I'm going to start with Elite Insurance and Beyond. Like I mentioned to you guys before, I steadily go on these trucking boards, and I'm telling you, I monitor them pretty much, if I had to guess, 16 hours a day, 15, 16 hours a day. And they're at least 5 or 6 times a day, I get to reach out to some of these folks because they're all looking for better insurances. There are other companies out there that do it, but they are complaining about their rates being too high. And Elite Insurance and Beyond has everything you guys need for the trucking industry, and they can save you up to 30% on your premiums. So why wouldn't you contact them? So if you go to eliteinsbeyond.com, you can get your quote. You can give us a call. We'll be happy to help you over the phone if necessary. But either way, contact us because we got you covered. The next sponsor is Elite Carrier Services of Miami. Now, as you can imagine, Elite Insurance and Beyond and Elite Carrier Services of Miami, one-stop shop. Like, we have everything you need for your trucking business in one shop. So Elite Carrier Services of Miami, what we do there is we do everything from DOT permitting to if the fuel tax reports to license plating in 48 states. I mean, anything you need to maintain your business or keep your business compliant with the rules and regulations, the Elite Carrier Services of Miami are there for you to help. That is Elite Carrier Services of Miami, EliteCSOM.com. I had to get that right because you kind of have to spell the last part of it. EliteCSOM.com. So reach out to them. They'll be happy to help you with any questions that you might have. If you're just getting started in the business, you're your own owner operator. They'll be happy to walk you through what needs to be done, what permits you need, and get you going and get you on the road as soon as possible. Now, excuse me again, as I told you in the introduction, I had a very chance meeting with someone that I would have never, ever guessed I would have met. We were at a restaurant in here in South Florida, and it just so happened that the mayoral candidate for Medellin, Colombia, was in town, and he was eating at the same restaurant. We got introduced through a mutual friend, and I actually got the opportunity to sit down with him. His name is Jaime Mejia. He speaks good English for me to understand. So I felt, man, let's get this guy on camera and let's talk about Colombia, Medellin specifically, and let's see where the interview goes. And it was a good time. He is very smart. He's very motivated. He's very willing to accept ideas and opinions from other people. Eventually I'm going to go to Colombia here very soon. I say Colombia like a gringo. Listen to me, Colombia. So I'm going to go there real soon. And one of the stigmas that Colombia has is actually safety and security, especially for Americans who don't know the landscape. So that was a big question that I had for him. How would he ensure me as an American, that I would be safe traveling to his city? So we're going to cut to that interview and see what Jaime Mejia has to say about his mayoral candidacy in Medellin, Colombia. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gringo Trucker. My name is Matthew Gossett, and I'm here today with a very special guest. It's Jaime Mejia. He is the mayoral candidate for the city of Medellin, Colombia. Don't ask how we met because it was a very chance situation, but all I know is we're off site. We're not in studio. We're here at a friend's house right now, and I just want to ask him a couple of questions. So, Jaime, do me a favor. Welcome to the show.
Oh, nice to meet you. Thank you much.
I appreciate you taking a few minutes of your time. Do me a favor and tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I am playing here. I am running the mayor of Medellin. Happy here to do matches in the social media with time to about my campaign in Medellin.
Yes, I mean, who would have ever thought that a gringo from Atlanta, Georgia, would be meeting up with a mayoral candidate from Medellin, Colombia? Never, nunca, never would I have thought that. So, all right,
You have to visit.
I want to go to Colombia so bad.
Yeah,
I need to go. I
yeah,
want to go with Carlos, and we're gonna go.
yes.
First question: what's your big picture idea? Big picture for shaping Medellin?
Well, is the big picture is Medellin needs a lot of different programs.
Okay.
For start with utilities, the security,
Uh-huh.
and I want to forward in about this program.
Yeah.
I would like is become the Medellin capital work in the finance, on the economics, on maritime.
Okay.
Important that is invite in different businessmen into Medellin.
That's perfect.
The mayor Medellin have a good condition. The businessmen is different.
Wow.
Mhm.
For the world. That's great, man. That's awesome. Well, you said security or police. Safety, I know, is on everybody's mind, especially the gringos who want to go to Colombia. What's your game plan for making the city safer?
Okay, I want to invite a lot of environment development is finance. Yeah, well, I really like is a lot of people, the American and different nationality in the world.
Yeah.
Is the visit our city.
And maybe give you suggestions on how we can help or something like that?
Yeah, yeah. I would like to just for example, the visit is we can you can make the business, or for example is the investment in the crop in the tourist, the tourist. So it's the major is most important work in the green condition, or everyone uh, security and opportunity everyone.
How do you make an American, for example, when I come to Medellin, how do you make me feel safer? How do you convince me that it's a good place to go, a safe place to go?
Medellin is good city. My family is offer save everyone that visit to my
So that would be
Medellin.
incredible.
I would like to visit is Medellin is love.
Yeah.
The people is really friendly, really mm, undertake, undertake. Okay. So at the moment, Medellin need a lot of security. If arena say you feel safe a lot.
Okay, very good. All right. You guys, you have any cool plans to grow the economy in Medellin and make sure there are more job opportunities for folks?
Yes, the economy Medellin is really nice. Because Medellin is the central development in all the region.
Okay.
The West is building the build new port, Antioquia port
Yeah.
is the short way, 300 kilometers.
Okay,
Kilometers in
right.
the 17th PID is, how do you say in this in English? Product, industrial, in business. Okay. Or the most export import is the big new port.
Okay.
New port in Port Antioquia, Urabá.
Ah, right.
So
Okay.
Medellin have the 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 best condition is
To build a port.
invite the new business, new businessman.
That's great.
Yeah, is the become
Like a world, a world port or a stop for world business.
yes,
And maybe
yes,
we'll go.
yeah,
That's your vision.
yes.
I like it. I agree with that. I like
It's very important.
Are you more of a team player, like a team, like you like to surround yourself with people, with good people who share your ideas? Are you more like a lone wolf, like working by yourself, with the ideas of by yourself?
Really important work together. So all everyone, businessman and social, the people and academic sector. It's really important to invite together the same object.
Yes, common goals. Absolutely right.
Really important.
When you get elected,
Yeah.
and we're going to say, we're going to cross fingers, we're praying. When you get elected, what's the first thing you're going to do as mayor?
Um, they make order the city. Is collect the waste, the order, the way way high is different with different city, or increase offer space everywhere. Okay, yes.
So you want to invite people to come do business in Medellin. That's going to be your first thing.
Yeah.
Bring the economy to a world stage, not just a centralized type.
Yeah, the central development of the region.
Have more people from outside, from America, from wherever, come and do business in the region of Medellin.
I want to buy, yes,
Yeah.
to buy, I want to invite the make business in Medellin, everyone, the businessman in the world.
That's perfect,
In the
man.
world. So I want become Medellin a capital world.
Very good. All right. Last question for you. Give me a un poquito historia of you.
Okay, I am lawyer. I'm lawyer. I studied in my magister in planning urban.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Urban planning. That's perfect for a mayor.
Yeah. Very good in the politics, for political.
Uh-huh.
So I was teacher in different lawyers,
Okay.
constitutional,
See?
maritime.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I was consultant in Medellin, the president of this corporation, and I had the opportunity representatives in Colombia in different organizations in UK, United Kingdom.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I was ambassador in London,
Oh,
in
really?
Colombia,
Oh,
and foreign affairs in the Colombia. Okay, I have experience in the political, local, and international politics.
that's incredible. And you're a lawyer on top of it, of urban planning. You major in urban planning. Like
Yeah.
you got it all.
Yeah. I am happy this campaign. I can offer the best propose
See?
because become make huge opportunity everyone in Asia.
That's awesome. Man, that's awesome. I love talking to you. I love talking to you.
Thank you.
Very good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Jaime Mejia, the mayoral candidate for Medellin, Colombia. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Let's go enjoy some party. All right.
Continue.
The Gringo Trucker out.
All right.
All right, welcome back. Tell me that wasn't a great interview. It was a fantastic interview. This guy is on point. He's got a lot of concerns that he wants to address. He's got a lot of good ideas for the city. And I know that I would feel much better about visiting Medellin, Colombia after he becomes mayor. So the actual election is October 29th, which coincidentally is this guy's birthday. So we're going to be celebrating, hopefully, two different ways. We're going to be celebrating a mayoral win for Jaime, and we're going to be celebrating my 50th birthday. All right. So with that sadness, I'm going to talk about something that's very, very near and dear to my heart, and that is Flor de Gonzalez Cigars. This cigar company is amazing because Yadi Gonzalez makes cigars for anybody. She has a sweet tip. She has a very mild Connecticut cigar. She has a medium robust cigar that's a Habano. She has a Maduro cigar that's broadleaf. I mean, this company, Flor de Gonzalez Cigars, they have something for everybody. And believe me when I tell you, you would not be disappointed when trying these cigars. The seed of pleasure is what we're calling it. I enjoy them as often as I can. Yadi is an amazing woman, and she's taken the business to completely new and different heights, taking it over from her father. And we've been in business now for 26, 27 years, coming up on 30. Good Lord. But production was in Hialeah, Florida. Obviously, as time progressed, it got a little more expensive to hire workers and to keep workers here in the United States. We moved production to Nicaragua, where all the best cigars are made, in my opinion. And this is no exception. So you guys follow Flor de Gonzalez Cigars. Go to www.fdgcigars.com. You can follow Yadi on Facebook or Instagram. Instagram is at FDG Cigars. And yeah, man, pick you up a few, and trust me, you will not be disappointed. Especially, it is the trucker happy hour right now, and imagine having a nice Maduro cigar with a glass of Zacapa rum. It gets no better than that. You can follow me on the Gringo Trucker Facebook page. You can follow us. Please like and subscribe to these videos of the Gringo Trucker on YouTube. That helps the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, put us in front of more people once you like and subscribe. And even if you feel like it, share it with your other trucking buddies or people who just like to have a good time listening to a gringo talk about sometimes nonsense. But either way, I appreciate you guys tuning in to this show. I look forward to doing another one here very soon. Next Friday, we're gonna be up and running again. So please set your watch, set your timers, set a reminder, and be present. Come through for us and watch us do what we do. But in the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy the Gringo Happy Hour, as I call it. I know it's a trucking happy hour, but it's my happy hour too. So I'm gonna enjoy that right now with a 90 Millas Connecticut cigar, and I'm gonna leave here and I'm gonna go get me a nice Zacapa rum. I've convinced myself because I really needed that. So until next time, Gringo Trucker out.